Welcome dear students. In this video lecture we are going to solve the numerical asked in the question 3C in main part of GTO question paper of 15 December 2021, and the data given over here is a copper pipe carrying a refrigerant at minus 20 degrees centigrades is 10 millimeter in outer diameter and is exposed to convection at 50 watt per meter square into Kelvin to air at 25 degrees centigrades. It is proposed to apply insulations of conductivity of 0.5 watt per meter into Kelvin. Determine the thickness beyond which the heat gain will be reduced. Calculate the heat gain for 2.5 millimeter, 5 millimeter, 7.5 millimeter and 20 millimeter thickness for 1 meter length. The convection coefficient remains the same. So student, first of all we visualize the given situation. So one copper pipe is given in this numerical and the diameter of this copper pipe is 10 millimeter. So radius becomes a 5 millimeter. In this pipe, refrigerant flow at minus 20 degrees centigrades and the convective heat transfer coefficient on outer surface of the pipe is given, that is 50 watt per meter square into Kelvin, and the medium over here is the air, and the temperature of bulk fluid, that is air, is 25 degrees centigrades. And we need to apply the insulation on this pipe to reduce the heat transfer from refrigerant to the ambient in the different cases. So student, first of all we write it down the given data. Data given over here is the diameter of the pipe is given, that is 10 millimeter. So that the radius becomes a 5 millimeter and into 10 to the power 3 for the conversion of millimeter into the meter. Then the temperature of refrigerant we take as a T1, which is minus 20 degrees centigrades. The T infinite is there, which is 25 degrees centigrades. The H, convective heat transfer coefficient, is given 50 watt per meter square into Kelvin. The thermal conductivity of the insulation material is given, that is 0.5 watt per meter into Kelvin. And the various thickness for the insulations is given. So let we take T1 as 2.5 millimeter. Then T2 thickness 2 is given, that is 5 millimeter. Thickness 3 is given, that is 7.5 millimeter. Thickness 4 is given, that is 20 millimeter. So students, first of all we calculate the thickness beyond which the heat gain will be reduced. So indirectly it is asked that we need to calculate the critical thickness of insulation. After that the heat transfer rate will be reduced. So here the geometry given is a cylinder, so we know that how to calculate the critical thickness of insulation for the cylindrical geometry. So first we find it out. Indirectly it is critical thickness of insulation. We indicated critical thickness with the RC, and which is K by H. So value of K is given, that is 0.5, and the value of H is given, that is 50. So our values becomes 0.01 meter, and if we convert this meter into the millimeter, then it becomes a 10 millimeter. So the critical thickness of insulation, the critical thickness of insulation is RC minus R. So it becomes 10 millimeter minus 5 millimeter. So here we get the value of critical thickness of insulations is 5 millimeter. So this is our finding number 1. Now students, we need to calculate the heat gain in all the different 4 cases of thickness. First we discuss the case of heat transfer given over here. We plot electrical analogy for the given cases. So here the conduction resistance is there, here it is a convection resistance, Here the temperature is T1, which is minus 20 degrees centigrades. Here the temperature is bulk fluid temperature, which is 25 degrees centigrades. Here we know that cylindrical geometry is given, so the conduction resistance, which is indicated by R1, and the convection resistance, which is indicated by R2. So R1 becomes ln R2 by R1 upon 2 pi KL, and R2, which is equals to 1 upon H into A, and here the area is 2 pi R2 into L. Now using the given electrical analogy, we are able to find it out the rate of heat transfer, which is equals to delta T upon the resistance, that is R1 plus R2. So we get general equations for the heat gain is the T1 minus T infinite divided by ln R2 by R1 upon 2 pi KL plus 1 upon H into 2 pi R2 into L. Now students, the R2 is the outer radius, and here we have 4 different cases for the thickness of insulation. So using the thickness of insulation, we are able to calculate the R2, and we just have to change the value of R2 in this formula to get the heat gain in the different cases of thickness of insulation. So we start with the case number 1. Case 1. The thickness is 2.5 millimeter. So R2 becomes R1 plus T1. R1 is the outer radius of the pipe, which is 5 millimeter, and the thickness is 2.5. So finally R2 becomes 7.5 millimeter. So we calculate the Q1, which is equals to the T1 minus T infinite upon ln R2 by R1 upon 2 pi KL plus 1 upon H into 2 pi R2 into L. Now the length of pipe is given, that is 1 meter. T1 is known to us, that is minus 20, and T infinite is 25. So we get the minus 20 minus 25 divided by ln. This R2 is 7.5 millimeter and R1 is 5 millimeter divided by 2 pi. K is the value of thermal conductivity, which is 0.5, and the length of pipe is 1 meter. Similarly here the value of H is 50, 2 pi is constant, and the value of R2 is 7.5 into 10 to the power minus 3 into the length is 1. So we get the value of Q1, that is heat gain, which is equals to minus 81.33 watt. Similarly, we are able to calculate the heat gain in case 2. For the case 2, we need to take the thickness, which is 5 millimeter. So we calculate the R2, which is equals to R1 plus T2. So it becomes a 5 plus 5, which is equals to 10 millimeter. So now the value of Q2 is minus 20 minus 25 divided by ln R2. Now the value of R2 is 10 and R1 remains constant, that is 5, divided by 2 pi. The thermal conductivity is 0.5 and the length is 1 meter, plus 1 upon H is 50 into 2 pi into R2 is 10 into 10 to the power minus 3 into the length is 1. So here the value of Q2 for the thickness 5 millimeter, we get the answer that minus 83.47 watt. Similarly for case 3, we know that the thickness for the case 3 is 7.5 millimeter. So we get the value of Q3, which is equals to minus 45 divided by ln. Here the value of R2 2 is becomes 5 plus this 7.5, so it becomes 12.5. So we get 12.5 divided by 5 whole divided by 2 pi, k is 0.5 and L is 1, plus 1 upon h is 50 into 2 pi into the R2 is 12.5 into 10 to the power minus 3. So we get the value of Q3, which is minus 82.406 watt. And now for final case 4, the thickness of insulation for the case 4 is 20 millimeter. So the radius R2 for this case is becomes R1 plus T4. R1 is 5 and the thickness of insulation is 20, so it becomes a 25 millimeter. And the value of Q4 is minus 45 divided by ln R2, which is 25, and R1, which is 5, divided by the 2 pi into thermal conductivity is 0.5 and the length is 1, plus here 1 divided by 50 into 2 pi into the value of R2 is 25 into 10 to the power minus 3 into the length is 1. So finally we get the value of Q4, which is minus 70.35 watt. Student, if we plot the curve for the rate of heat transfer versus the radius R2, then here we take the R2 and here we get the Q gain. So suppose we start with the thickness of 2.5, then we have the 5, then we have the 7.5, and then we have the value of thickness, which is 20 millimeters. So according to that, the R is vary, and here we get this kind of curve for that, and this value, this is the RC, which is over R2, that is 5 millimeter. So we get this kind of curve, which is also matched with the critical thickness of insulations. Students, in this way we are able to solve the numerical. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.